Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Inside Guns with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. Today, I want to take a little time and share with you a very embarrassing story that I promised I would never tell anyone, and I'm never going to tell anyone again. This is going to be the only chance you get to hear it, so let's go. You know, when I was younger, I used to...
Hey everybody, Anonymous here. And I am taking over Yankees feed for a couple of minutes here because I want to make a point about one of the ridiculous laws in Washington state and how they are not about stopping crime in any way. You see, recently I bought Yankee bought, this is getting confusing. Let's just say somebody bought a new Glock, Gen 5 G20. Now, this is usually a 15+1 round 10 millimeter pistol. But because of the new law in Washington, against magazines over 10 rounds, that means this gun had to be neutered to 10 rounds. It only comes with 10 round magazines. And a lot of people have been sending emails to me, or actually to Yankee, about, wow, why did you buy that since it's neutered to 10 rounds? What's the point? You don't get a lot of extra rounds than you would get in like an 8-shot 357 Magnum revolver, so why go to that? Well, here's the thing. The law in Washington, and this thing is all over the place, the law in Washington doesn't do anything to stop crime or stop bad guys from getting magazines. If it was really about crime, it would be hard to get them, and if you got caught with them, you'd be in trouble. But here's the thing. Right here are two 15-round magazines. These are ones for the gun. These are the standard capacity magazines for this gun. And you might be saying, well, how did you get those if there's a ban on them? There's no way you could possibly get them, because if they're going to make it to where bad guys couldn't get them, and the whole point was so that bad guys didn't have them, so they don't do bad things with them, it would be impossible to get them, or else bad guys are still going to get them because they'll just ignore the rules. Well, maybe I already had these. That's a possibility. I can't see. Maybe I already had these, but maybe not. Maybe I went across the river and bought them. Because you could just go across the river and buy them. And here's another thing. Even if you couldn't just go across the river, let's say you live in the middle of the state, you can just have a family member buy them in another state and mail them to you. There's no restrictions on mailing magazines through the mail. So you can get these. Like I said, I have them right here, right now. The question is, did I already own them, or did I buy them afterwards? And see, the police couldn't prove either way which one of those things is true, because these are not serialized. If you go somewhere and buy cash for these, or have someone in another state pay for them and mail them to you, there's no record of when they existed, when you had them. They won't be able to prove that. I know some people say, oh, magazines are date stamped. No, they're not. There might be one or two manufacturers who do that, but they're idiots. Most magazines are not date stamped. They are not serialized in any way. You can't tell one that was made 10 years ago from one that was made yesterday. So if a bad guy wants magazines, they can get them easily. Even law-abiding citizens like me or Yankee can go get them easily if they want them. So the law does not stop bad guys from getting magazines, and therefore does not stop crime, even if you believed that higher capacity magazines caused crime, which there's no evidence of that whatsoever, period, zero. Even if you fell for that fallacy, you'd have to say, well, if they can still easily get them, how is this stopping crime? That's why I'm trying to tell people here, these laws are not about stopping crime. That's just buzzwords they throw out. They're about bankrupting retailers, because retailers have a harder time selling guns like the G20 if it's neutered down to 10 rounds. And they know that. And if there's some guns they can't sell at all because they can't get 10-round magazines for them. Some of the newer guns especially. So that really hampers a retailer's ability to make a profit and to sell things. And that can run them out of business, because a lot of gun shops, it only takes like 1 month of bad sales to put them out of business. They operate on a shoestring all the time. Not a lot of profit in guns. So these laws are crafted not in a way to keep bad guys from getting anything, because clearly, even if you didn't already own them, you can get these easily. as seen here. But like I said, maybe I already had these. I don't know why I would have magazines to a Glock 20 when I've never owned a Glock 20. Maybe I put them in my 29 and they were just long. And why are they still in the packages if I already had them? But like I said, prove it. Anyone out there who wants to come and charge me or Yankee with buying magazines or getting magazines in the state after the ban, please come do so. Would love a chance to challenge the ridiculous law. But otherwise, it's not a big issue. It's not hard to do, and bad guys can do it, good guys can do it. And they won't come after you because they don't want anyone having standing to challenge the law. Because they're not trying to stop criminals or stop anyone from doing anything or owning anything. They're trying to put gun shops out of business, and this makes it very hard for them to stay in business when they can't sell products with standard capacity magazines in them. That's all it's about. Open your eyes, people. The new plan for the anti-gunners, since they are losing in the courts as far as stripping our rights away, is to destroy the supply chain. Frivolous lawsuits against manufacturers, restrictions on what people can sell and when they can sell it and how much they can sell, etc. They're all designed to drive the supply chain out of business. So start paying attention. Like I said, this is what they're doing. When they try to pass these laws, it's very easy to say, they'll get overturned in court. Well, that's great. If it gets overturned in court 6 months from now, that's great for our rights as individuals, because they're not going to succeed in taking our rights. But that's not great for the businesses that went out of business in that 6 months. And that's what they're trying to do. If they can keep the law on the book for 3 months, 6 months, they know they've probably damaged 20, 30, maybe even 50% of the retailers, probably driven them out of business. And if they do that multiple times, eventually you might have your rights to own a gun, but you don't have anywhere you can actually buy one.
And as you can easily see there, when something like that happens, you need 2 things, and you need them right away. A pair of salad tongs and a friend that can keep a secret. All right, everybody, before I go, I want to take a minute here and answer a question that has come into me a couple of times from some different viewers over the last week. And it's regarding the artwork for the official TYMP merchandise. People are asking me, who do I have draw the artwork for those shirts and mugs, etc.? Well, if you see a drawing over there on one of the shirts, I drew it. I'm not going to farm out my merchandise to other people. I'm going to do it. That's why they're, kind of subpar. They're kind of average. Now, I do have the skills to draw well, but I don't have the patience to draw well. So I just do everything kind of cartoony nowadays because I'm old and my fingers hurt when I draw. So that's who does the artwork. It's me. If you see it on a shirt with my name on it, I drew it. So if you want to get some of that merchandise, go on over there. There's a little blurb at the end of this video that tells you exactly how to do it. But I just wanted to answer the question of who actually does the artwork. It is me. Anything you buy from over there has a little bit of my blood, sweat, and tears in it because, like I said, I drew it so that you all can enjoy it. And with that being said, I am out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed the show today, and I hope you come back again on Monday. Until then, I just want to remind everyone out there to always carry and stay safe until I see you again. Oh my God, I can't breathe. That thing stinks too. Hey everybody, Yankee here. Just wanting to remind everyone, if you want to support this channel and the programs that we sponsor, or you just want some official Yankee Marshall Posse merchandise, you can go over to tympistolproject.com, and there is a wide selection of merchandise over there. Pick yourself out something, buy yourself something nice. Anytime you buy a t-shirt, you get 2 entries into this month's friend drawing. You buy any other item, you get 1 entry into this month's friend drawing, and all profits go to the Pets and Vets Fund that we support. So go on over, get yourself some merch, help save an animal in need, and maybe win a prize. Hey everyone, Yankee here. In my videos, we often cover some complicated subjects with a lot of gray area. So if you would like to further discuss anything said in my videos, please join us in one of my live chats Live chats are held most days at 6 p.m. Pacific time, except for Monday and Wednesday when they are at 5 p.m. Pacific. There is a clickable link to the live chats in the upper right-hand corner of this video. If you disagree with anything I've said in a video, feel free to participate in Spank the Yank. You can come on the live discussion panel and let me know face to face how I was wrong.